how you doing? This is TV and School. Вивчаємо з тобою ми англійську. How are you? Що скажеш, коли ти зустрінеш якогось іноземця? So, let's speak English. Англійська мова Шекспіра та нью-йоркських таксистів. Англійська стане у нагоді вам, бойські дівчиська.
Hey guys, welcome to our English classes. I'm very happy to see you today. And we continue talking about jobs and careers. Well guys, to get a job, it's impossible without a good education or training for qualifications. So I would actually say that education is the key to unlock the golden door to your freedom. Or sometimes you may hear that they say that education is the key to success. I 100% agree with this statement. And you can see this quote by George Washington cover, and if you need, you can note it down, because maybe one day this quote will be a motivational one for you. Okay, guys, before we start, we of course need some vocabulary. Take a look. The right and the left columns are synonyms. Let's look through them and match the synonyms. So the first column, please, and it's report, system, provide, analyze, literacy, essential, valuable, huge, key, and titles. Now, would you please look at the next column, and there are the synonyms. So the synonyms are reading and writing, necessary, method, important, examined, study, giant, give, names, and precious. So all the words are really easy, I think, but the task is to match the synonyms. So take a look. You will have a minute or so, and please write your answers on your sheets of paper or in your copy box. Okay, so a minute, and then we'll check the answers. Okay, guys, I hope that you're ready to check your answers. Let's take a look. Okay, so a report means a study. So you can say a recent study or a recent report on education. The next word is system. So the synonym is method. You can say my system of education or my methods of education are like this. Then comes to provide. It means to give. So to provide care or to give care, to provide education or to give education. Okay, the next word is analyzed. Analyzed means examined. For example, your tests can be analyzed, or your abilities can be analyzed, or you can be examined. So the next word is literacy. Literacy are skills you have and skills you get at school. They are reading and writing skills. It's the ability to read, write, and comprehend texts. Okay, the next one is essential, and the synonym word is necessary. We can say education is essential in our life, or we can say education is necessary in our life. Okay, then comes valuable, and the synonym is precious. Okay, guys, if there are some fans of the Lord of the Rings, then you would see this word, precious. Do you remember one character there said always about the ring, my precious? Okay, and the next one is huge, and the synonym is giant. Well, guys, try to not say only big or large. Try to use other adjectives like huge or giant, okay? Then comes key. Key is something that you open a door with. But if I say a key concept, I mean that this concept is important. Or when I say key knowledge, it means the important knowledge. Okay, and the last one is titles, and actually the synonym is names. Okay, guys, now you're ready for the listening part. Well, you have to guess whether the statements are true or false. Let's look through these statements. So, guys, you're going to listen about one of the best systems of education, the system of education of Finland. And this will be a short radio program about it. So, let's look through the statements and make your predictions. The first one, the article says, Finland's kindergarten education is the best worldwide. So the statement says that their kindergartens are the best in the world. Maybe yes, maybe no. Please mark it true or false, okay? Then, a 50-page report looked at the education system of 52 countries. 50-page report and 52 countries. Make your prediction, make your guess. Okay. Then comes, researchers looked at attendance figures during their research. Attendance figures, it means if people come to school or not and what is the rate of their coming to school. Then comes D. Mexico and Brazil were in the top 50 countries. Maybe these countries of the Latin America were in the top 50. You have to listen and check your prediction. Then comes, the report made 5 suggestions for decision makers in education. 5 suggestions for those who decide what kind of education, what education itself is going to be in the future. F, the report says spending more money will mean a better education. Well, more money, better education, or do we actually need a lot of money to have good teachers, good schools, and so on? You have to listen and check your prediction. G, the report states parents should keep away from schools and teachers. I believe that's a great dream of lots of teachers, principals, and educators, that parents wouldn't interfere. Okay, guys, is it a good idea? So listen to the report and say true or false. And the last one, it suggests we don't know what kind of jobs there will be in the future. So is the statement true? Make your prediction. Okay, guys, I want to do something different today. So I will show you the answers before the listening. Take a look. Here are the answers. Okay, the correct sentences are green and the wrong sentences are red. So here are the answers. You can copy them. I'm not a good student. I made 3 mistakes. Once again, guys, in these answers, there are 3 mistakes. Okay, guys, you have to listen and you have to find my 3 mistakes. Are you ready to listen? Okay.
Finland has world's best education system. This is breakingnewsenglish.com. A new report into world education shows Finland has the best system. The global study is called The Learning Curve and is from the British magazine The Economist. It aims to help governments provide a better education to students. The 52-page report looked at the education system in 50 countries. Researchers analysed millions of statistics on exam grades, literacy rates, attendance, and university graduation rates. Asia did well in the report, with South Korea, Hong Kong, Japan and Singapore finishing 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th. The United States came 17th in the study, while Mexico, Brazil and Indonesia filled the bottom 3 positions in the top 50. The learning curve reported on 5 things that education leaders should remember. The first is that spending lots of money on schools and teachers does not always mean students will learn. Second is that good teachers are essential to high-quality education. The report said teachers should be treated as the valuable professionals they are, not as technicians in a huge educational machine. Numbers 3 and 4 are that a country's culture must have a strong focus on the importance of education, and parents have a key part to play. Finally, countries need to educate for the future, not just the present. The report said many of today's job titles simply did not exist 20 years ago.
Okay, guys, so have you found my mistakes? I hope that yes. Let's check. Well, the first statement is false. It is said in the text that the Finland's kindergarten education is good, but it isn't stated that it is worldwide. Then comes the next one. The statement is false, actually, because it's impossible to have only 50-page report over 52 countries. Okay, the next one, please. And it's true. They looked at the attendance figures during the research. These were the important figures. Okay, then comes Mexico and Brazil. Are they in top 50 countries? Yes, they are. So maybe if you want to have a good education, you should go somewhere there. Then comes the report made 5 suggestions, and the statement is true. So the reason when we make reports is when we want to add something. We search for the information and then we come up with this information and we come up with new ideas. Okay, the next statement. The report says spending more money will mean a better education, and actually that's not true. You can have lots of money, but you may not find good teachers. Or you may have lots of money, but students are not motivated. Okay, then comes the next sentence, and it is false. Parents should not be kept away from schools and teachers. There should be dialogue between teachers and parents and the children, of course. And the last statement, it is true. So guys, have you noticed my 3 mistakes? I hope that you did the task well. Let's continue. Okay, let's listen once again. And please be ready to answer the questions. Look through the questions and be ready for the listening. So the first question, what was the new report into? It means what the report is about. What is the name of the report? You have to listen to the exact name of the report. Then, what 2 rates did the researchers look at? So what were 2 points the researchers collected data from? The next one, in which position did South Korea finish on the list? Maybe the 1st, maybe the 3rd, maybe the 5th. You have to listen and get this information. The next one, what was Mexico's position on the list? So you know that it is in top 50. Listen to the exact number. Then comes, how many things did the report want education leaders to remember? You know this answer from the previous task, if, of course, you were attentive. The next one, what are good teachers essential to? Do you remember this word essential? Means necessary. And how should teachers not be treated as? So how do the teachers don't want to be treated by the parents or by kids? Okay. The next question, what must a country's culture have a strong focus on? Countries need to focus on something, and that focus should be really strong and straightforward. And the last question, what did the report say about many job titles today? Now, listen again and try to answer these questions. The answers should be really short.
Finland has world's best education system. This is breakingnewsenglish.com. A new report into world education shows Finland has the best system. The global study is called The Learning Curve and is from the British magazine The Economist. It aims to help governments provide a better education to students. The 52-page report looked at the education system in 50 countries. Researchers analysed millions of statistics on exam grades, literacy rates, attendance, and university graduation rates. Asia did well in the report, with South Korea, Hong Kong, Japan and Singapore finishing 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th. The United States came 17th in the study, while Mexico, Brazil and Indonesia filled the bottom 3 positions in the top 50. The Learning Curve reported on 5 things that education leaders should remember. The first is that spending lots of money on schools and teachers does not always mean students will learn. Second is that good teachers are essential to high-quality education. The report said teachers should be treated as the valuable professionals they are, not as technicians in a huge educational machine. Numbers 3 and 4 are that a country's culture must have a strong focus on the importance of education, and parents have a key part to play. Finally, countries need to educate for the future, not just the present. The report said many of today's job titles simply did not exist 20 years ago.
Okay, guys, you listened to it for the second time. Now let's check the answers. Okay, so the answer to the first question is world education. So it means education all over the world. So the second one is the learning curve. Curve is the graph. Okay, then comes number 3, literacy rates and university graduation rates. There is a connection between literacy, it means how well people can read and write, and if they finish the universities, if they graduate from the universities. Okay, then in which position did South Korea finish on the list? They were the second. Okay, and number 5, it was in the bottom 3. Yes, though they were in the 50 top educational systems, they were in the bottom 3. Still a good result. Then comes number 7. What are good teachers essential for? Good teachers are essential for high-quality education. You can't have a high-quality education without a professional and high-quality teacher. Then comes, how should teachers not be treated as? Teachers shouldn't be treated as technicians. And the next one, what must a country's culture have a strong focus on? And it is the importance of education. If country pays a lot of attention to its education, then the nation gets stronger. And the last one, they did not exist 20 years ago. So the job market changes, and in future we're going to have completely different jobs. Okay, guys, you did this listening and you're ready to continue. So I want to give you 4 major reasons why education is a key to success. These are my reasons, and there are only 4. Maybe you can add some more to this list. And I'm pretty sure that there exists more than just 4 reasons why it is important to study. So my very first reason is that education helps you gain personal control of your life. So it means that while you are studying, you learn how to control your life. You learn how to make quick decisions. You learn about everything mostly in the world, and you can focus on the field of knowledge you are really interested in. My next reason is it helps to make the world a better place. You know, when somebody thinks of a business, the idea is not just about the money. The idea is why people need it. Why should I do it? Maybe, and it should be actually, that your business or your work helps this world to become a better place. For example, if I am a teacher, I want to teach the best way I can. It means that I go into different courses, I read the books, I cooperate with teachers worldwide, and I try to make my classes interesting. If I make my classes interesting, I make my students stronger in knowledge and skills. And if they are stronger in knowledge and skills, then they are better professionals. If they are better professionals, they do their jobs better, and that's very beneficial. That's very good for the country and for the world. Okay, the next one. Education allows you to turn your dreams into reality. It's the very best combination if you can combine your job and your hobby. For example, you have a talent in drawing, or you have talent in dancing, or you've got talent in math. Turn your hobby into your job. Search the opportunities you've got in these fields, and then your job wouldn't be just the obligatory 9 to 5 hours. You'll be having fun and you'll enjoy every minute of it because you'll be working in the field you really like. And the very important aspect is that it gives you increased earning power. If you've got high qualifications, if you are a good professional, you will be paid more. And of course, it will open you more doors and it will open you new paths. Okay, guys. So, to be better in English, you need a grammar snack. We're back with our tenses and revision of tenses. So, today, we're going to revise present simple and present continuous. You should remember it from the previous lessons we had. Let's have a quick look on it. So, present simple, usually for facts and general truth, something that is really true and happens every day, like the English love football. Then, habits and routines. I go to school every day. I wash my hands 20 times a day. So, it means that it is my routine. They play football every day. I wash my hands every day. The next one, schedules and programs. You've got your English lessons on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. So, and the World Cup starts in June. Okay, the next one is present continuous. Again, it's present, but this present happens now. I'm standing, you are sitting. I'm talking, you are listening. Okay? Then comes fixed future arrangements. This evening, I'm watching Netflix and having fun with my family. Or we're playing football with the Smith on Saturday. And the last one, criticism. It's when you want to criticize and you're annoyed with somebody's actions. Oh, he's always telling lies. Oh, he's always being late. Oh, he's always playing tennis instead of football. The other aspect of this is state verbs and action verbs. Some verbs we can't use in the continuous form. They are the state verbs. They are our feelings, so they are our senses, our emotions, and our state of being. Among them are such verbs as love, hate, own, meaning possess, and smell. It smells bad, for example. And you can see the examples of the stative verbs on the screen. If you are watching us on YouTube, print screen this page and you'll get these verbs into your computer. You can't say, I'm needing a new phone. You should say, I need a new phone. And you can't say, they're seeming tired. No, they seem tired. That's a state. You can't do it. You can be like this or just not be like this. Okay, and there are, of course, like action verbs, and all other verbs, they are action. If you can do it, if you can write, if you can read, so that's the action, then it can be used in present continuous. So the example is like this, like who was he dancing with? To dance, that's an action. Or I've been reading this book. Reading, that's an action. Okay, let's see. Let's take a look at this table, and there is something interesting. Some state verbs may be used in the continuous form when they mean an action. For example, I have a computer. It means that I own a computer. It's a state. I have it or I don't have it. But if I say, I'm having breakfast, to have breakfast means to eat, and then it transforms into the action. You see? Do you have a car? Do you own a car? Or in the active meaning, they're having dinner at the moment. It means they are eating. Then comes, you are my best friend. It's a fact. So it can be a true or false fact, but it's a fact. It's not action. And the sentence over there is, she's being silly again, meaning she is behaving silly again. She's not silly. She's just doing something silly. The next one, that soup smells good. Smells. I can smell and it's good. So it has a good smell. But if I'm smelling something, like I'm smelling it, so it means that he is smelling the soup. The difference to smell, like the rose smells well, or I can smell a rose. The next one, the milk tastes sour. I drank some milk and it is sour. I don't want to drink it anymore. And the opposite one is, I was tasting the food. So it is the action. I took a spoon and I tasted something. And here are the other verbs that can transit from state into action. Please take a look and have a minute on this. Okay, guys, let's see. Let's do this exercise. You have to state whether it is... Okay, guys, let's do this exercise. You have to cross out the wrong answers to complete the following sentences. You have to decide whether it is a state verb or it's an action verb. Let's take a look at the first one. I think, or I'm thinking, the film was really good. Choose the answer. The next one, Joanne is or is being unhelpful at the moment. Think a bit, is it an action or is it a state? How do you like or how are you liking the new home? To like, that's definitely a state, because you like or you just don't like. Then comes, I'm not seeing how we can win this game. So I don't see, I don't understand. Is it a state? Or I'm not seeing, like I'm watching. Can you use it like this? Think. Number 5, Greg sees or is seeing a new girl. So does it mean he is meeting or he understands the new girl? The next one, you look distracted. What do you think? What are you thinking about? Is it action or is it a state? Then comes Pedro and Tina are or are being very creative people. To be a creative person, is it an action or is it a state? Then comes Jeremy doesn't realize or isn't realizing. Realize means understand. So to understand, is it an action or is it a state? Let's see. Okay, guys? So ready to see the answers? Let's see. So the first one should be I think, because you are giving your opinion. The next one is being very unhelpful. She behaves like this. Then comes, how do you like or are you liking? Do you like? Like is a state. Just don't think of any other options. I like, it's a state. I don't see. It means I don't understand. That's my state. I don't understand it. I see no reason. I see no point, for example. Number 5. Greg is seeing. It means the action. He is meeting his girl. For example, I can say, I'm seeing my friends tonight. It means that I have an appointment with my friends. Then comes number 6. And what are you thinking about? So the person is sitting and he's thinking about, he's in his thoughts or she's in his thoughts. So that's the process, that's the action. The next one, please. Pedro and Tina, they are. To be creative is a state. It's not an action. You are creative or you aren't creative. The next one is doesn't realize. Realize means understand. And again, you either understand or you don't understand. Okay, guys, quite a challenging task. I hope that you are ready for the home task. And actually, so the home task is to answer these questions you can see on the screen. So, and text me on Instagram. Let's have a vivid discussion. So stay tuned and enjoy your English.